Hello, and welcome to Rocket Fuel, your daily update of everything that's happening in the Rocket Pool community. My name is Wack. Today is January 10th, and today's episode is going to cover using rETH in DeFi. We're going to be talking about GMC, suggesting new funding split. We're also going to be talking about EthStaker and what recommendations they're making for staking, and dates for Pectra, and a whole lot more. So let's get started.
10, 9, ignition sequence start, 6.
So we're going to start here with the GMC split. So we covered this a couple of days ago. This new suggestion from the GMC to kind of change where funding goes and who gets how much, and GMC members getting a little bit more. Well, the community gave some feedback on that, and now the GMC is back with a new suggestion. So this is from Shifrin, who is the admin for the Grants Management Committee, and he says the committee splits revised. He says to accommodate ODAO fatigue and GMC expense issues. So he says increase the ODAO pay by 1%, increase GMC pay from $30 an hour to $35 an hour, and hours from 13 to $15, 13 to 15 hours per month. Both of these at the expense of the Treasury. The GMC at its discretion can give one-time X hours to members for business startup fees. This would be from the GMC budget. So the details then here, there's some, the split the way it is right now. So node operators get 70% of inflation, ODAO members get 1.5% of inflation, and PDAO members get 28.5% of inflation. So the idea is to split this. So ODAO members will get 1% more. So they'll get 2.5% instead of 1.5%. That's meaning like a 66% raise, and the PDAO will get 1% less, so it'll be 27.5% instead. So it's the 779 RPL will go from the PDAO to the ODAO, and then there's revisions of where the money that's going to the PDAO will go. So the current splits are PDAO gets 21,491 RPL per month. So the IMC gets half of that, the GMC gets 20.5%, and the Treasury gets 29.5%. So the suggestion here is then to change it. So the IMC will get the same amount. They'll get 51.7%, but the RPL amount will be the same. The GMC will get plus... wait, that doesn't make sense. I'm not sure how this is minus 901. Oh, yeah, that's also going to the ODAO members, yeah. So the GMC will get 122 RPL more than they currently get, and then the Treasury will get 901 RPL less than they currently get. So of that, 122 will go to the GMC, and 779 will go to the ODAO. So this, no one has yet commented on this, but yeah, I'm not going to share my opinion since I'm on the GMC. So what you're reading here is my opinion technically, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing other community members give their feedback and their suggestions on this, and let's find out what they think about it. Okay, next we got the bi-weekly update from stakerocketpool.eth, and this is an update by Regex Buster. It says that the DeFi ball has dropped and the first RPL DeFi sheet update of 2025 is here. And right now we have the best return is with PancakeSwap with around 47% APR. And it says also check out Flat Money's unit, a flat coin that's backed by rETH with APR of 26.75% in last week. So here is a screenshot of the PancakeSwap, and here you can see that there's huge boosts, there's multipliers, and there is a whole lot of staked utility there. Like with liquidity is 3.3 million, and your rewards are now going up to 47%, which is absolutely amazing. So long-time watchers and followers of the sheet will know that PancakeSwap is almost always the top in terms of incentives for rETH. This is just absolutely fantastic. Like you put your ETH and rETH in the pool, and the DeFi rewards are absolutely astronomical. Like you can't really beat that. It's the best that I've seen, and quite consistently as well. The flat money one, of course, is a little bit like different because although you can get a 26.75% yield, that's actually based in flat money. So when you go back to rETH, if the rETH price has gone up in that time, then you'll get less rETH back. And if the rETH price has gone down in that time, then you will get more rETH back. So definitely keep that in mind. Here's the sheet. So Uniswap have some pools at the moment as well, some special event with OKX featuring rETH liquidity pools. So they are currently paying out at 21.35% and an astronomical 136.93% because of staking initiatives that are going on with that. If you look on L2s, the numbers are here pretty decent. Like, you're seeing 5% with balancer, up to 5% with balancer. Basically those are quite good numbers. On mainnet, like I said, PancakeSwap is the best by far. After that, Curve is giving you around 4.5%. And then the RPL rETH pool and balancer, the one that was getting all those juicy rewards for a few weeks there, has finally come to an end, and that is now down to 1.37%. So you would get better rewards depositing your rETH into your RPL into XRPL or Aave RPL vault, and you can do that to get some rewards there. So yeah, the rewards for rETH on the secondary market, for providing liquidity, are absolutely awesome. So definitely check those out because there's some really good stuff there. Okay, next in Rocket Pool news here, we have some new node operators joining the community. Here's Avocado King becoming a node operator and having some questions about the estimated time to get through the queue. And the sad reality is that the queue doesn't have a time. It just depends on when people mint rETH. So here, Avocado King saying, I spun up my pool in late December and I'm fine waiting, but just wanted to understand roughly what we're looking at. So Never an Island was the first response saying that it's impossible to predict. It all depends on rETH mints. If you get a big enough mint, you could be minting, staking tomorrow. But if no rETH mints come in, then you potentially could be waiting forever. And then, just saying that, the DAO is trying to solve this lack of rETH demand. So there's hope, but no one knows the actual answer. And then here, Halulu as well said that most of the mini pools in the queue are within a few days of each other. So it's not necessarily saying much. The truth is that entirely depends on rETH deposit. So no one will be able to give you a good estimate. It's just guesswork. However, if we have a look at the Saturn update sheet, the Saturn queue sheet, there are two parts to it here. So one is the queue length. So the queue length, the first time went up to around 250, 280, somewhere around there. And then it had a nice pullback and then it slowly grew up again. And it kept growing up until it went up all the way up to, I think at the peak it was around 600, somewhere thereabouts. And then it went down to 0 pretty much. It went down to 2. And then slowly since then it's been going up without any meaningful downturns. So, we're just waiting for that one big deposit that could wipe it all out. Right now, I think, a good 7,000 or 8,000 ETH deposit would empty the deposit pool. If we have a look at the days waiting, it's pretty much a flat gradient line here going up and then having these short spikes down, and the longest queue wait we got was around 32 days, something around that, 30 days, and then we had this huge drop where it went down to 1, and now we are back at around 15 or 16 days of queue time. So, like I said, that number could go down pretty much instantly. So definitely keep that in mind when you start staking with Rocket Pool. Okay, next we had EthStaker actually showing off a new tool that they made. So here it says, choose your staking method. The new landing page just dropped, elevating the self-assessment quiz widget to its own landing page and giving it some nice updates to encourage the most decentralized way we can. And then there's a link and it says the choice of how to stake is yours. And then there's information over here about how you can stake. So let's have a look. We'll go through the quiz. So it says, choose your staking method, staking as a pool node operator. Wait, actually, let me go back. Sorry, I already took the quiz with the idea that I was a Rocket Pool node operator, and there we go. Okay, so choose staking method, begin. So it says, staking method self-assessment quiz. Ideally, new stakers are as independent and decentralized as possible. Strive for solo staking as the gold standard to enjoy the widest set of known incentives. So those are some of the airdrops that they've been talking about that people have gotten for being solo stakers, and other things, I guess. But anyway, let's begin. So it says, do you have your own self-custody wallet? Yeah, I've got many of those. Do you have 8 ETH or more? Yes, I do. Do you have the internet with at least 1 terabyte bandwidth per month? Yes, I do. Do you have 32 ETH or more? Now, I think this is the question here where you kind of get divided. And so I will say no, that I don't have more than 32 ETH. It says, are you comfortable following a guide that may require some simple copy paste command line? Yes, I am. It says staking pool as a node operator. So it says, wonderful stuff. So let me just submit that. So it says, looks like being a staking pool node operator is best for you. If you acquire 32 ETH or more, we recommend leveling up to a solo staking. So I'm going to come back to that in a moment, but actually, that's okay. So let's have a look at now what it says. So when you view your options, it says staking pool node operator. So you can be a node operator here, and it says that you require 8 ETH, dedicated computer, internet. The risks are bugs in Ethereum, contract bugs, exploits. The rewards are staking APR, MEV, and tips and commission, and considerations such as audits, commission rates, and token rewards. So they actually recommend Rocket Pool. So they said Rocket Pool is recommended on this list due to it being permissionless and the healthiest for the network, which strengthens your own investment. So they've got links to different parts of the Rocket Pool ecosystem, and then they tell you that you need 8 ETH, but there's also an optional token collateral if you want that. You can earn around 10% commission on the pool, but more than that if you have the RPL and potential token rewards. There have been some airdrops and things like that, I guess, and if you have a token, then you can get RPL inflation rewards as well. They also recommend Stakewise, but that's like that. And then they said that with decentralized staking pools, the recommended one is, of course, Rocket Pool. And then they also have Lido here. So this is minting your LST. So they have Rocket Pool, most recommended, Stakewise recommended, and Lido, and they said that is not recommended. So with Rocket Pool, the fees are around 13%. With Stakewise, the fees are 10%, and with Lido, there's fees at 10% as well. And then they said Rocket Pool is the most recommended on this list due to being permissionless and the healthiest for network, which strengthens your own investment. And then with Lido, they said Lido currently controls about 30% of the network. This majority stake is a threat to Ethereum, and EthStaker discourages new stakers from using Lido. So then you can open the app and it'll take you to stake.rocketpool.net, where you can go and mint our ETH if you want. Centralized exchanges, they do not recommend this. Don't do that. So yeah, this is really cool. And I think, of course, the first one is solo staking. I guess the questions take you to hosted solo staking, where you can use it as with on the cloud, or at home solo staking. This is the most recommended. So these are the different outputs you get from this. It's really cool. Like, really love this page. Great job, EthStaker. Okay, let's move on to some Ethereum news now. The big Ethereum news of the day is a date for Pectra, kind of a rough date. So here, EthStaker says the first all-core developers consensus call in 2025 happened yesterday. Now we can optimistically expect Pectra to launch on mainnet in March, but remember, timelines can shift, and there's more insight in Christine Kim's detailed recap. But here's the Pectra 5 DevNet. I guess it all went well. So they said that the timeline now looks like this. Sepolia and Haleshki updates coming in February, and an aim for main activation sometime in March. I guess to give themselves the most amount of time, it'll be towards the end of March. But then they're saying that it looks good. So they're going to do a DevNet 6 launch before the public testnet upgrades. So if we say that's in 2 weeks' time, and then 2 weeks after that, we will get Haleshki first, I guess. No, Sepolia first, sorry. So 2 weeks from now is like the end of January. The 2 weeks after that would be middle of February. 2 weeks after that for Haleshki would be end of February. And then, give that another 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks at most. Potentially we could see us getting through March there. So that's going to be really exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, and we are going to finish today's episode with the raffle for December for Rocket Fuel contributors. This was actually a really quiet month for contributors. So we only had 32 contributors, which was actually just a little bit less than 31 contributors. But a lot of the contributors didn't actually make too many contributions. I guess I was taking time off for the holidays, so that impacted things, and things were just really slow in crypto land. So here we can see like Sneaky Ninja Guy has 19 tickets, Jasper's got 11, then there's me, Shifrin, Samus, Patches, Regex Buster with 5, Vaca, Hululo, and so on. So what I am going to do here is copy the tickets, and I'm going to take them to this app that Hippocrates made for me. So thank you, Hippocrates. So if I will put the tickets in here, everything, actually, let me just fix up Hululos. I always have to do that. Okay, that's looking good now. And let's press go and see what happens. Oh, just as a reminder, there are 10 prizes. One of those prizes goes to Cheers for putting together all the tickets. And then there's 9 prizes left. This output will give me 10. If I am one of the 10 people, then you will skip me and go to the next person. So let's have a look. Okay, Shifrin, number 1. Mig, number 2. Whack, number 3, so we'll skip me. Sneaky, number 4. Vaca, number 5. Zemo, number 6. Looking for Owls, number 7. Mike, number 8. Halula, number 9. And Chaos, number 10. So that is where we stand. Jasper misses out on the prize. That is a bit of a shame for Jasper. But yeah, that's looking nice. So congrats to those who won. I still need to send out the prizes from November, so I will do that soon. But I will get in touch with those of you whose addresses I don't have. But if I have your addresses, I will just send you 100 USDC. So thanks. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to end today's episode. So thank you all for watching, listening, and being part of the Rocket Fuel community. I hope you have a lovely weekend ahead, and I will see you all on Monday. Bye.